Right, I think this is working, though I'm not sure. Chat is here. Welcome everyone to another Luke Slayman stream. I am here together with my girlfriend, who I guess does not want to be in frame, so I'll spare her. I'm in my new home. I came back from a nice little walk, and I was gonna meal prep some taco meat for basically the rest of the week and possibly beyond. So I was like, you know, I haven't done a house tour yet, and I haven't done a cooking stream in an extremely long time now. Let's fix both of those things. As you can see in the background, maybe, it's a bit of an improvisational thingy going on here. But I think to start, I'm just gonna do a little cooking action here. Let me switch the camera. There we go. So to start, this is our kitchen. Looks kind of nice, right? Until you focus on the floor. Our delicious shower over here. It's pretty great. But yeah. So we thought, you know, having a nice little... something that's really easy to make, basically, would be nice to have in the next couple of weeks. And we had a lot of success during the... well, basically prepping for coming here. We had a lot of success with making tons of quesadillas, so we just prep a lot of taco meat and use that in the next couple of days. What I did just now is just frying some onions. I'm gonna turn up the heat and add the meat later on. So once that's done, it needs to simmer for quite a while actually. And when it's doing that, I can just show the house. That's the idea. Are you ready? Wow, I am disconnected. It's time to add the meat, guys. That's everybody's favorite sentence. I know it's yours.
Alan Dust says to yo, been a while. Hello.
Hey Alan. It has been a while. And you caught me right at the right time. Cookie. How's your cooking been, man? I know you like to do that, and I think I don't know, it may have been a year, and you know, if you do something regularly like cooking, you can improve a lot in that time. So let me know, man, how's it going? Everybody's really excited, of course. His new home. What does his streaming setup looks like? Well, you'll find out. As well as the attic, our bathroom. That's not, absolutely not a bathroom. What?
Alan Dust says your camera can talk. That's a new upgrade, man.
Yeah, it's cool, right? I got the newest AI software in there, so it's actually pretty smart too. I'm not exactly sure what you're referring to, though. Is that me? I think he's talking about me.
Well, XD is underneath that, so.
But yeah, it's a really cool feature. That way I don't have to re-chat myself. I can just, you know, get the computer to do it.
Thank you for the compliment.
Yeah. Well, the problem with like meat in the Netherlands is that there's a lot of water in it, so this needs to fry for ages until you can actually add the rest of the ingredients. I got some really nice seasoning mix. I can, like, every once in a while when we make Mexican food, we do the seasoning mix ourselves, but it's a lot of work, and as you maybe saw just now, the setting is a little bit not ideal. So yeah. We make do with what we have, and it's pretty good, right? It's not bad quality or anything. It's just not always the mixture of flavors that you want.
Alan Dust asks what you're making.
I'm making taco meat that I'm not actually going to use for tacos. I'm just going to make quesadillas, basically. You know, get one of these, a tortilla, fill it up with the meat, sour cream, some salsa, some vegetables like pickled jalapenos, tomatoes, and a lot of cheese. Flip them over and fry them on both sides. And it's really good. It's really satisfying, really easy to make, really quick. And it fills you up really well. It has beans too, which is actually what I was gonna do just now. Rinse the beans. Oh no! The bean rinser is in the
So, pizza?
Mexican pizza, I guess, yeah. A calzone. Mexican calzone, kind of.
Oh, by the way, what happened to your neck? You good?
Oh, the white spots. Yeah, I guess on different cameras you can't see them. But, yeah, I'm good. I've had those almost my whole life. It's a skin disease where the skin pigment just disappears, basically. It's completely harmless, except for, you know, when you're in the sun you need to be a little bit careful. But other than that, it's good. A lot of people, well, sometimes people think that it's like a burn mark. That it isn't. I have it around my eyes as well. Maybe you can see. Or maybe not. Doesn't matter. One in my arm too. How have you been though, Alan? Are you going to university yet?
I
don't
have
know.
dark spots running up my gut to my chest. Zegt hij.
Yeah, basically the same thing, but opposite. Fuck this. We don't have a can opener. Do we have a can opener?
No.
This works, right? It's fine. Ow.
Knife open it.
Yeah. I don't want to damage the knife. Spoon is easier.
I still don't understand the can thing.
How do you mean? In what way? Okay. Now these beans, I want them into the dish just as beans. But there's a lot of starch around these things, so I rinse them to get rid of that. And then at the very end I add them to heat them. They're already cooked, I think. And that may actually answer your question.
You pull it up. Also clean the beans.
Beans.
Bean in caps lock.
Beans! Almost look like coffee beans, just not exactly.
Oh, maybe what way you pulled up the can
Oh, yeah.
thingy.
Now it has a little lip to basically break the first part of the can covering. And then you can use that same lip to pull off that entire covering so that you can open it really easily without a can opener. It's quite nice. That way you don't have to wash your can opener every time. Now these are okay. They can just sort of sit there, let the water run out of them. And here, you can see actually how much water there's coming out of there. Look at all that.
Then a
not
lot of
frying
water
it.
wasted, yo.
Luckily, water is not something we have a shortage of in the Netherlands. And in this home that at the moment is a mess. I'm playing it up for funny purposes, but it's fine. Still have to break up the meat too. It's how you do it. It's just how you do it. I mean, I could catch the water, I guess, or reuse it if I really wanted to be conscious about it. But then you'd have bean water that you would need to clean.
Stir fried the beef around. Stop poking it.
I have to break it up or else you get chunks. Besides, you can't tell me you don't like to poke the meat every once in a while. I want to get it as fine as possible. It's already ground, sure, but if I just toss it around a couple of times, you'll still get like chunks like these. This basically, that don't break up. That's why I'm doing it. They'll just brown on the outside and you'll have meatballs basically instead of individual little grains. I hope that makes sense and is acceptable, and if not, fuck you. I know what I'm doing in the kitchen. But the other side of that is, I know that you do too. So.
Why is there a toothbrush next to the stove?
Because we don't have any other sink. It's not exactly next to the stove, it's next to the sink.
Well, he sends pictures of someone doing a faceplant.
Yeah, well, we gotta make do. I think once you see the rest of the house, you'll kind of understand the setup a little bit better. What I'm gonna do is, this needs to simmer for a while, and once we're there, I'll walk around the house with the camera for a bit and show you the current situation of everything. I think you'll get a good laugh actually. We have. I mean, overall, it's kind of funny.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
It's not always fun, but it's kind of funny. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit actually because this is taking forever. You know what? I'm gonna poke it even harder.
I'm going to build my own room soon.
That's cool. As in, only the interior or also the walls and everything? That's cool. My girlfriend, the person behind the camera right now, did that a couple of years back too. Completely renovate her own room. And the result was really good.
Thanks.
Yeah, it was good.
Everything.
Sweet. Nice. I've been having a lot of fun with like redoing this house as well. It's kind of slow, but all in all,
From concrete flooring and tiles to the walls and roof.
sick, nice. I felt kind of proud as well. We have been messing with the setup of the rooms a little bit here too, like the way the rooms are divided. For instance, this used to be two separate rooms. There used to be a division like right here. So we knocked that out upstairs as well. But of course, upstairs there were two separate rooms. We made it one big room. And we had one door left that we didn't need anymore because it was just one room. So we got a bunch of stones and we metzeled that. We closed it with the stone, like, and the mortar in between. And I did a really nice job. I was kind of proud. My first time doing it. But yeah, I'm guessing that's kind of the same thing that you're going to do. It was those pre-molded concrete blocks, basically, that you can just saw off pretty easily and glue together, essentially. It was fun. And I think you'll have a lot of fun as well. It's cool to be able to place your own mark on something like that to the degree that you can when you actually do things from the ground up.
I would
really satisfying.
I would reuse the door as a table.
I could, but we don't really need to, I think.
No, we already have a table, so
Well,
could have been an option.
we have two tables left. Nah. Our actual dining table that we had in our previous home is now in storage in the shed behind there. Because it's too nice to have in this space right now, and it would also be in the way a lot. So yeah, I need some water actually. So we wrapped it in like bubble plastic and shrink film and when the room is actually done, I think it will be a really nice addition to it. Have a big old dining area with a round big table.
Y'all have a better room than me. Better home, sorry.
Possibly, yeah. But also, getting this already wasn't easy. How many homes did we visit on the hunt to buy one?
Probably 40, around 40.
50, yeah, right? So much.
I come home to nobody but roaches and dust.
That is sad, man. I hope that's an exaggeration. But yeah, you never really know. It makes me think, right? How different things are around the world. Here we I do sometimes feel bad because I'm here complaining. The things aren't exactly perfect, you know? Like, oh my god, the house is a mess, everything is dusty, nothing works as it should. But then again, we have hot water in the shower, we have an entire kitchen that basically works, we have a lot of space to move plenty of stuff around and do our own thing. We have a really nice room upstairs actually, even though the floor isn't as nice as we would like. Our bed's there, we can sleep, everything's closed off, no wind, no rain. How much do you want to complain, really? I sometimes feel a little bad, like, things are messy. Like, well, what the fuck are we complaining about, really?
You have a roof and water and electric. That's better than nothing.
Exactly.
Very true.
Next week we'll have a really nice bathroom as well, if all goes according to plan anyway. And then we'll have even less to complain about, so yeah.
No.
We should have hot water just running the week after that, or something like that anyway, soon. So yeah, all in all, like, it's been a bit of a shame that we had to move as fast as we did.
Wi-Fi here is trash and I have to pump my own water from the lake. Damn.
Yeah. The things are different. When you do finish your room though, Adam, send a picture. I'm kind of curious. Like, first of all now, what does everything look like? Because
Try my spicy noodle in caps lock.
I should still do that. But dude, that's gonna be way too spicy.
I told you before.
I'm dying. No, I would die. Did you see how white I am? I'm not gonna be okay.
What was the recipe?
There was like 2 kilograms of chilies and oil on one portion of noodles. This guy is not alright.
Oh, damn. That's a skill right there.
I'm still like 95% sure he's trolling me with that. Though to be fair, a while back the
I'm
last
Asian.
I can take that shit.
We eat spice.
Yeah. I was disappointed that
It's in our blood.
It seeps in, makes everything even redder. Yeah. But do you remember when we were making those chicken wings? And we had that supposedly really spicy cup of instant noodles.
Mm-hmm.
And I made a big deal out of it, like, oh man, I'm gonna eat chicken wings, and when they're done, they're gonna marinate, and I'm gonna try these extremely spicy noodles. And I tried them, and they were just fine.
Mm.
They weren't that spicy at all. I felt betrayed. So yeah, maybe there is something to it. Just adding way more chilies than they apparently did. Because I wanted to eat spicy noodles, damn it. But they weren't. Okay, so at this point I can start tossing it around a bit. But as you can see, like, show them breathe.
Yeah.
Still, there's so many clumps still. And I can toss it around a bit, but it's not going to help much.
Huh? It's been 3 years since I followed you.
Huh. Exactly? Like, did you get some sort of anniversary pop-up?
Dang, time flies.
Yeah, for sure. Because I remember still, I was thinking about that earlier today too, like, when I just started streaming basically in the evenings playing a little bit of Minecraft, and I still remember it so well, but so much has happened in the meantime. My entire life is completely different. But I do hope that finally, also for you actually, that we finally have some sort of stability. Like, we have an actual home, that's our home.
Mm-hmm.
We won't have to move out anytime soon, and we also won't be living with the idea that we'll have to move out relatively soon. You know, we got money basically. You have a pretty good job and are at the end of your studies. My studies have finished, and I can actually also, if I wanted to, I could get a pretty good job as well.
Congrats to you too, really.
Yeah, thanks. Appreciate it. But I'm hoping that now finally we and I specifically can sort of move on from those basic necessities and actually move towards the extra things that we want to do, you know? Like we do some actual self-improvement and maybe more creative stuff like this. And,
Getting your own place is better than living place to place.
absolutely, yeah. It hasn't exactly sunk in yet that we are living here and going to be staying here for the next couple of years, decades possibly even, because we moved 2 weeks ago now,
Yeah.
a little over 2 weeks ago. So yeah, and you were saying in the car just now, I still feel like we have to go back to our previous place
Yeah.
at some point.
It has not sunken in yet.
No. I actually hope the reducing, like I'm gonna add a lot of wet ingredients in a bit, and it needs to reduce a lot. I hope that goes a little bit fast so I can actually show you guys the end result without having to wait for 2 hours. And also, I want to eat this. I've been feeling like Mexican food for a while now.
It had been rough for you, man. Glad y'all finally happy.
Thank you. Yeah. And I mean, I wouldn't say it has been exactly difficult or something, because things have sort of worked themselves out.
Now it's my turn to get started on my stuff.
Hell yeah. I mean, did you get your own place too? Because it sort of sounded like you did, but maybe not. Ah, fuck. Actually, I put it in a little bit too early. It doesn't matter too much. What I want to do is like get some caramelization on the meat here. And having the spices may help, actually. It's not that big of a deal. But I do feel it has taken a long time. Like, I'm 28 now, and in a couple of months I'll actually be 29. And I'm finally feeling like I'm at that sort of stable position. And even then I feel like it only takes like a tiny nudge and everything will sort of collapse again. Yeah.
Don't know if I'm supposed to tell you this, but Alan says, "Psst, don't tell him this, but that beef is overcooked."
It isn't! What the fuck up? Okay, ideally you would have like really good quality meat that has a not too high fat percentage, and you would fry it on really high heat in batches. so that you get a lot of browning before it actually overcooks. I completely agree with you. However, since the meat is so wet, you can't really do that. Before all the water has evaporated and it actually starts frying and gets a little bit of color and flavor with the color, you're right, it's kind of overcooked. But here's the other side of it. Since we are going to basically stew it for a while, the meat will tenderize from that again. I'm going to add some acid. There's like vinegar and lime juice in this. So that's going to tenderize the meat again, and the fact that it's a little bit overcooked won't really matter. The flavor will be there, and the meat will still be pretty soft.
I'm 22 and I still think I'm 18.
I feel the same, honestly. And I kind of try to illustrate that with saying that, you know, it feels like yesterday since I was streaming.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think I was 24 when I started. Yeah. Like
Sounds
4
about
years
right.
ago. And even then, it feels longer. But at the same time, I still feel the same. Except maybe a little bit more tired every once in a while.
It's absolutely whack that 18 is like 10 years ago.
That's crazy.
Never use lime from a bottle.
No, I know. It's not ideal, and I say that I do have a bottle of lemon juice in the fridge actually, because it's really easy. Oh, there we go. Nice.
I met you when I was 18.
Yeah, 4 years ago. You've been following me since a long time. I think I just switched to doing streams during the day. I think 2 or 3 in, you came in my chat and basically started cooking, messing with me. Turn this down. Get this thing. I'm gonna slice some tomatoes. Two tomatoes. Don't want too many.
Beans.
The beans, yeah.
The
Those
beans.
will be added like at the end. If you include the beans before you start stewing and reducing, they'll basically boil to mush. And that's not what I want. Remove the hard part in the middle. It's always weird being on camera. Like, I'll get used to it, but as I said before, like my last stream was probably 2 months ago, not counting the one I did yesterday and the day before that. And every time you've been away for a while, you notice like you gotta get used to everything again.
I will send a vid of the backyard of my place. I got picture, let me send it in Discord.
Yeah, sure. I can't look at it right now, but like after I've eaten, I will. That'll be cool. Because like this way you guys see quite a lot of my life, not everything. Also because I'm not that on that often. Or rather, I'm not on that often. But still, like the major things like this, you guys pick up.
T-shirt and cargo shorts. You are close to being a dad.
Yeah, I know, right? It's not my favorite outfit by far, but I mean, the weather kind of calls for it. The Netherlands is really close to water, and it has been almost 30 degrees the last couple of days. So first, very humid, very moist. Second of all, really hot. It sucks. I'm not made for this weather. So I wear something as airy and light as possible. I'm forgetting something though. This is a lot of meat, so I'm basically going to add the whole bottle. Boom. This is nice stuff. If you can like come a little closer, Reed.
No?
Because it has bits of jalapeno in it, onion, tomato, a little bit of lime juice, as I said. But this is really fresh. This is really good stuff. It has no preservatives. So if you open it and leave it in the fridge for too long, it'll start to, how do you say that? It will grow mold. But this is good quality stuff.
No product placement.
No, I'm just excited. Because there used to be a very long time that you couldn't get stuff like that. The only brand we had was like Santa Maria, which I don't think is even Mexican.
I have no idea, to be honest.
And it just wasn't that tasty. It was alright, but the quality of this stuff is just way better. And I still feel like I've forgotten something. The beans, okay, sure, but those will be added at the end.
Now I'm hungry for noodle.
Noodle? It needs water. It also needs water.
I don't have any chili.
Aww. But you're Asian, how do you not have any chilies? Just add a glass, I guess. Add cold water, because umami develops best just below boiling. So if you add it cold, it stays at that temperature longer. Very good, right? Do we really not have any canned tomatoes? I don't think we do.
I don't think we do. Only like frito.
I guess more water then. Like canned tomatoes also have a little bit of tomato juice with them. So it adds some moisture. And umami from tomatoes.
We do have tomato paste.
Nah, it's not the same. It's about the liquid. Okay, so now it just looks like bad soup. But this needs to reduce and boil down to basically really tender minced meat. It will be tasty.
Oh, you gotta charge your phone.
I did bring it, but this is the point where I'm kind of walk around. So, just gonna bring this up to the boil, and then I'm gonna show you guys the house.
I can quickly put it on the charger.
Yeah, I guess. I was gonna sit in really awkward. As a little joke. Yeah, I think that'll work, right?
Yeah.
Put it in.
Yes. I'm still here, Ellen says.
Hi! That's good.
Why are there wires in the pot?
Wires in the pot?
I think the shower.
Oh! Yeah. Well, our shower is temporary. So it's not connected to the actual water system of the house. So what you do is you attach this piece to that faucet over there, and then this is the drain, the outlet for the pump that pumps the water that, you know, runs over you towards the bottom, you know?
Those are pipes?
Yeah, basically, yeah. So, you know, it works like a normal shower, just separate. That's another thing I noticed. When I've been away for a while, like my fluency in English actually drops down. And it'll be like a couple of weeks or days maybe even, until I'm like completely back Where everything is working again. Which is funny, like when I was working at KPMG, being a fancy accountant and stuff, everybody was like, wow, you're so fluent in English, you're so good at that, wow. And I was like, this is like my minimum level. I used to be way better. But oh well. Okay, so this is boiling. So are you guys ready to see my crib? Okay. How many percentages does it have? 5. Oh no. How do we do that? I guess I'll just do it really quickly and hope the phone doesn't drop out. Are you gonna stand here ready to plug it in again?
No.
Alright guys. Used to cold showers. Yeah, well, we had to do that for a while too. It sucked. But we have this electric boiler that heats the water for us. So that's really good. So, I guess that's where we'll start. You've seen the kitchen now. It's decent, it's old, but it works. I'll turn this down a little bit actually. Nice and boiling. Boop, 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 boop. Got all our stuff in there. This, on the other side, is where the new kitchen is gonna be. Gonna have a whole new kitchen installed.
Well,
The new appliances are there already. Yeah, we're gonna do it ourselves. But the cabinets and everything will be done. So that's a really nice space. Then over here, this is gonna be shut off. Like we'll make a wall from this part here to over there, so that the kitchen is actually a separate place. This kitchen is going to be removed, and then this whole area will be basically the dining area, where we will have our nice big fancy table. Really cool. This will be the living room, which is, you know, in its definitive shape except for the finish on the walls. There used to be like god-awful wallpaper on these, and we still have like little bits stuck. They're annoying to get off, but you know, it's the bane of our existence, exactly. Because also upstairs we need to prep a couple of rooms because we have some people coming over to install the bathroom. It was not fun, but like the glue on your fingers, fucking disgusting. But it's a really nice space. It's pretty big, you know, especially since it's just the two of us. Look at how much.
Well, 3 if you count the cat.
Sure, the cat counts. Yeah, it's 3 of us. A lot of it we're gonna do ourselves, except for the bathroom. That is actually gotta be installed by someone next week. So walking there to the garden. I'm gonna talk a little bit quiet because I'm scared the neighbors are gonna judge me. So we have a pretty big garden too. Sort of a shed there that we'll probably tear down. And look, Alan, look at this, please. Yo, good cat. No. He's adorable. F the neighbor. Kinda agree there. And our shed. Look at the lock system here. High tech. Oh, close. This is going to be put up in the bathroom. This was delivered earlier because we got it at a discount, so we had to move it ourselves. This is the table. Ugh. Oh my god, fucking spiders everywhere, dude. I hate spiders. But yeah, this will be in storage for probably the next year. Same with the chairs. Oh, Pluis. Pluis is going to go on an adventure. He hasn't been here yet. Do you mean the house itself, or like also the stuff for the bathroom and everything. Look how much time it takes for me to walk all the way here. Delicious. Kind of made it a point to have a garden because I like to exercise outside and, you know, practice with my swords. You can't do that if you don't have a garden. The house itself we bought for 280,000 euros. Going up the stairs now. We have a big hole here to facilitate like all the pipes here. This is what's gonna be the bathroom. Fucking wallpaper remains still, but this should be okay. Did some electric work here. So the guy can 280k. 280k. So the guy can pick that up and make everything nice. Here we have some random corner. We're probably gonna remove this wall and just make one over here. And make a bigger room. Because here right now is a very small one. That is currently used for more storage for bathroom stuff. Gonna cost over 350k. Ultimately, probably yes. Look at the tiles. Pretty nice color. I hope that like it actually transfers well on camera. It's kind of like a gray sandy color. It's really nice. I have 3%. I have to hurry. Bedroom. We don't have a cabinet, so all our clothes are on the floor. It's kind of annoying, but you know, it is what it is. These used to be 2 rooms. Like the dividing line is still sort of visible there. Whoop. But we remove that. And now we have one really big bedroom, which is at the moment kind of our living room. The stream setup, this is where the magic happens. I haven't even unwrapped my swords yet. The rest of the swords anyway. But look at the view, Alan. We have trees and fields and a highway. I don't know if you can see, it's a little field behind us. We have horses there. They're not ours, obviously, but it's cute. Always check the wiring, let them check if it still works normal. New wires, yeah. No, we basically have to do that too. All the wiring sort of needs to get redone because the colors are not up to date anymore, and the grounding wire is not there. Like, look here. This is it. But what I've done now is to the bathroom, just because, you know, the guy needs to work there, and to the attic, which is this temporary cable going up, so that we have light. So we make a, you know, the attic is really just the attic. It's kind of boring, except for, there we go, light. Wow. This is what my dad was working on today. So all these tubes go all the way down to the kitchen. You just saw them. Well, the new kitchen. And this is basically going to be the beating heart of the house. All the water piping is going to be based from here, essentially. And here we have like a little really cozy nook. We did some like experimental coverings on the ceiling to give it like a tenty vibe. So we have one extra room in the house that actually looks nice. But this is really nice to just listen to music or something, or watch a movie. Except for the fact that it gets really fucking hot here because nothing is insulated. So when the sun is on the roof, It heats up here like crazy, and I'm already sweating even though I've been here for like 1 minute. So I'm leaving. But with the rugs and everything, it looks really nice. Kind of cozy. Okay, and I have 2% left. So I'm gonna hightail it to the kitchen again. Bean bags and get an AC. Pretty much, yeah. But before I like put in the big stuff, I wanna the one you can push around. Yeah, that's a good idea. But I also just want to insulate the attic. Put some like foam underneath the roof or something. Paint the walls, make them nice. I think it should be really cool. And actually make it the definitive room that we can hang out in instead of just a temporary sort of thing. But look, man, I've been there for like 1 minute and I'm sweating. It's so hot up there. It's not good. But yeah, that's it. Has the thingy reduced at all? So I don't think I'm gonna keep you guys around the entire time we're waiting for this. Have you played Baldur's Gate, Alan? And are you interested in it at all? Sitting around and I'm sweating, it's burning here. I believe that. I don't like the heat very much. I can't deal with it very well. Also, like, I sweat really easily. I'm really skinny and I'm in pretty good shape. But I do like two things, and it's dripping off my face. It's not cool. It is what it is, though. Black Myth. I do want to play that. Yes, it looks really cool. But like in Baldur's Gate, there's also so many cool things you can do. I did like one run of it because the game is extremely long, and basically played the goody two shoes. Sort of generic main character, basically. What I want to do now is like a completely evil Dark Urge run, like be a complete psychopath, make all the most evil choices every time, except maybe Scratch, because Scratch is the goodest boy, and I don't think I can get it. I don't think I can kill him. That would be the evilest choice. I don't think I can do it. So yeah, you got like 4 seasons of a show you need to watch. Oh no, what show is it? What kind of game is Black Myth anyway? I've seen some footage of it, but not much. Might be more fun to actually, you know, try it myself, but it's whatever. The cat is sleeping very cutely. Nice. 1% fault. Oh no, you took it out. Oh no. No, it's fine. No.